enemies tried to put me down in shame, he lifted me higher. Jehovah lifted me, he lifted me higher. He lifted me higher. When my enemies tried to put me down in shame, he lifted me higher. In my marriage, he lifted me higher. He lifted me higher. When my enemies tried to put me down in shame, he lifted me higher. Oh, he has given me victory. Oh, I will lift him higher. Jehovah, I will lift him high. He has given me favor. Oh, I will lift him higher. Jehovah, I will lift him high. He has given me blessings. Hey, I will lift him higher. Jehovah, I will lift him high. He has given me breakthrough. Oh, I will lift him higher. Jehovah, I will lift him higher. I am on the Lord's side. Oh, I will never give up. I am an overcomer. For the Lord God is by my side. I am on the Lord's side. Hey, I will never give up. I am an overcomer. For the Lord God is by my side. I'm on the Lord's side. I am on the Lord's side. Hey, I will never give up. I am an overcomer. For the Lord God is by my side. Satan they play wayo. Some people not know. The day he go try me, Jesus go show up pepe. He dey play wayo. Satan they play wayo. Some people not know. The day he go try me, Jesus go show up pepe. Good morning and welcome to the final edition for the week of the Epic Morning Show. Today na Friday, the 17th day of November 2023. We broadcast live from Hillcourt Road Studios on 99.3 FM. Don't forget, say you can as well watch we live on Sleek TV on channel 37. And we also the live on Facebook at Epic Radio 99.3 FM. You can also listen we now on Choice FM. This morning inside the show, we get for the review some of the biggest stories them of the week, ranging from the passing of the Finance Act of 2024 and the presentation of the 2024 budget in Parliament, and of course the curriculum review. How relevant is it to the job market? Now the court set for the ruling on people them way them be day pan the protest or riot, call it as you may, this week here. So how done did they go? The Auditor General, in case don't come up and they are still in the process, we get for reach out for know how far and how soon Sierra Leoneans will expect a conclusion in that particular matter day. And we talk significantly, we delve into some of the nitty-gritties them within inside the new Finance Act. For example, import duty on rice and cement and iron rod, and that of cooking gas, waiting at the impact on the everyday Sierra Leonean. We as well talk about some of the positives inside the new Finance Act, the 30% of export sales we now companies them, whether in agriculture, in minerals or fishing, are now mandated for repatriate 30% of whatever money they make from export sales back to Sierra Leone through a banking system within 45 days of export. And of course, we talk about waiting at the impact of all of this on the everyday Sierra Leoneans. Today, inside the morning show, we get for the review all of them stories there, so and more. So stay with us, don't go anywhere. I am James Fortune, but first, let me take we morning message when I arise. Okay, now this morning we message of motivation. It's about tolerance. Oh yes, indeed, tolerance. Now, one thing that is unique about each and every one of we know that even identical twins cannot be the same. We always get differences, either by the way we talk, the way we smile, or the things we like, or the things where we not like. And that is just how the world is. And we are all in this kind of big but small space. How we they coexist really matters. Now that is where tolerance come in. Now tolerance, it's not just about you able for cohabit with just those people who get the same attributes as you. But tolerance, it's about you being able to for day in that space day and still respect those ones who get great differences from you. We maybe not like what you like, we maybe not they eat what you they eat, not dislike what you dislike. Then they're very much important because that's the foundation of our humanity. We have to get to that point where we're able to tolerate each other, because no matter how much we desire them, no matter how much we want them, we can all not be the same. We cannot like the same things. We cannot do the same things. We're not able to get the same amount of interest in the same things. So we therefore able to tolerate each other. And you tolerating me, you're not doing me a favor. But it's actually, you do not have a choice, because we're all in this world. Say what you may, the same right way you get for exist, it's the same right way the next person, we maybe not like cassava leaf as the way how you like them, get for exist. So that is very much important. So when you're out there in your community, in your workplace, in your house, you got to understand that we cannot all be the same. People are meant to be different. That is different. That is what makes this world unique. Now, that ain't the taste. It's the flavor of life. If we're all the same, then life would definitely be very, very boring. But there is power in our difference. That's the beauty of life. So when you go out there today and you see somebody who gets a very stark difference to you, understand that that is the flavor of life. Embrace it, because our differences not necessarily mean say we are not humans or we are not the same. Say what you may. Everybody gets red blood with a flow inside them, and that is the greatest of commonality between all humans, whether black, white, pink, green, whatever the color is. That is one unique figure where we all share. So in terms of our attitudes, in terms of the way we view life, perspectives, and all of which, that is just a minor aspect. Let's tolerate each other for get a better world.
Alongside arms and links. Yeah. Love amongst your brethren, the greatest thing on earth. It's like heaven on earth. before I give birth. Listen.
Oh yeah.
Jealousy said.
That's right.
Disrespect we said.
Oh yeah.
Let we help we said.
Oh yeah.
A condition of permanent.
That's right.
Maybe for the people in my parliament. Togetherness.
Oh yeah.
They bring progress.
That's right.
Let we get we country interest. And interest when we said. We all go work upon success. Now, people, do you make we come together forever? We continue just to the gospel.
In a world where only the sharpest minds survive, Cowbell Dairy Products is delighted to present the Cowbell Capucines Challenge, a remarkable inter-secondary school quiz competition that brings Freetown secondary schools together to compete for the ultimate prize. The theme for this competition is nurturing the spirit of patriotism through civic education. This isn't your average quiz. It's an extraordinary showdown of intellects and wits. Who will claim the coveted grand prize and of course those all-important bragging rights? Get ready for a whirlwind of challenging questions, exhilarating rounds, and moments that will leave you in awe. As if that's not enough, we have fantastic prizes like trophy, cash, and cowbell products up for grabs. It's not just a competition, it's a celebration of knowledge and talents. Mark your calendars for November 16 and 17, 2023 at the FBC Multipurpose Hall beginning at 9 a.m. sharp daily. Come cheer for your school, support your friends, and be part of the excitement. Cowbell Capucines Challenge, engaging hearts, equipping minds. Proudly sponsored by Cowbell. Cowbell, a creamy goodness.
Cowbell, a creamy goodness.
Okay, welcome back. If you just joined me, you're listening to the Epic Morning Show. We come to you live on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Now, this morning on the show, we get for the review some of the biggest stories them of the week. Now, some of the biggest things that will happen during the week, of course, now the enactment of the Finance Act 2024, how the Finance Act get for impact the lives of Sierra Leoneans, especially now that import duty on rice, cement and iron rod are back. Waiting than they mean for the everyday Sierra Leonean, and waiting than they mean as well for the economy of the country. We would as well be looking at how the timing of government disbursements, they affect performance of various agencies. Now, this is important because the Minister of Finance only the 2024 budget now Parliament, and this time around we budget necessarily is highly dependent on revenue generation, and we go on for as well look at the nexus between revenue generation and the timing of government disbursements, so the different government agencies them and departments them, and how then they affect them functionality, and in a whole waiting at the connection as well to deliverables, and how does that affect the everyday Sierra Leonean people them out there. We talk about the new curriculum that is now there for tertiary institutions, how Dandy connects to the job market. Does that open the space for people them out there? And the Vice President of the Republic of Sierra Leone launched the Sierra Leone Entrepreneurship Fair, and as well we make some bold statements them about government's position and government in desire for create more opportunities for people them out there. Inside the national budget as well, there is statements for promote more teachers them, while as well recruiting more teachers them into the fold. How all of that they get for come into being, and how government expect for able to get the money for fund all of their activities them, not just some of the things them where we get for talk about inside the show this morning. So stay with us, don't go anywhere. This is the Epic Morning Show. Okay, welcome back. Now, this morning on the show, I'm being joined by Hassan Bese Kuruma, who is a senior reporter for Congo Times newspaper. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, my brother.
And of course, I'm Edmond Sin Sonny Cole, we are a journalist. Good morning and welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Okay, now, one of the biggest things that happened this week, now the fact say the Parliament of Sierra Leone don't enact the new Finance Act for 2024. We get for take effect from January 2024. Significantly inside this new Finance Act, the 5% import duty on rice, iron rod, and cement is back. Now, waiting that they mean for everyday Sierra Leonean, now something we has been on the lips of every Sierra Leonean. There's been some pundits them we don't they say it not go affect the price of rice. Others say it go affect the price of rice. But gentlemen, what's your take on this? I'll start with Edmondson.
Thank you very much. Sorry. Thank you very much, brother. One thing we for know Sierra Leone, every little price we had into something it gets effect on that thing day. So there's no doubt about it. That 5% will get effect on the rice. The price go up. You see, one thing we for know Sierra Leoneans, there is no price control, and government self look a bit careless over that issue for make sure the prices they control them and not they happen. So anybody the prices could be different. Me sell me on our want the next person and so on and so forth. So any little thing definitely will get effect on the price for rice, and we know say it's a good thing. Government need money that we all know. Because for run the ministries them. But at the same time, President Bio a agenda this in second term. Now for make sure we able feed we safe. So we for invest in that, we make sure we run them for 2 years, then Tiaki come. But you know, the people them they capitalize on things where situation happen, then go to the bottom of it for extort others, the masses, where now the consumer. And the salary they pay, you know, say, commensurate to the cost of living, right? And we know the trend of things. Other side, they try for pushing down things there, hard on people. Then we are not know the people with the advice president or make know how people they feel out there. Every little thing will go up, it gets negative effect on the people.
Okay, Hassan, the argument with the financial sector they put forward, it's been on the news all through this week now, the fact that the 5% on rice no get for change them. The reason being because while there was a waiver, the price of rice was still exponentially high. So now that they don't pull them, then they don't necessarily they affect the price at all. Do you think, say, Dan, an argument we hold sway?
Well, basically, not only manners for tell people say then they lie, but honestly speaking, we don't need a science rocket for no say yes. This particular tax gets something for do with price increment on rice in this country. Of course, the tax with the 5% tax where they add by the rice, they bring more hardship on the people of this country. So there is no way we can go for argue that fact say yes. This this increment of tax not will impact the rice, the cost of rice at the market. Already there was no tax, but the rice be expensive. Imagine you being paid a salary below $40, and you don't go for buy one bag rice weighing 700 euros. Now that they don't add this tax, honestly, we are expecting something to be added to that rice day. And then nobody now tell we say yes. This not the impact, the cost of rice in this country.
Okay, Edmondson, you talk about something I think it's very much important. You mentioned, say, governments need money. And that's one argument as well where government they put forward that all of them modalities they are already put in place now a means to an end. and not to an end in themselves. So don't you think if you are saying already, say government need money, then the tax we then put in place, it's just something that they should do?
Yeah, I do agree. Some of we don't work a small bit, expose a bit, we know saying a tax. Every government they live by. There's no doubt about it. But at times when you put tax, you get for look again. If you put tax, we go monitor the people, cause more pain and agony, suffering for the people. You should be flexible. I say earlier again, where I talk about it, I say, other side, you try for cushion down. We know we get global problem. I'm from Australia, right? I did talk to my family members with Australia. I know things hard everywhere. There's no doubt about it. But the thing, the government they try for be flexible, look at other ways and means where they do things for cushion the cost of living on people, right? Where we on side, we know the do them. Look, I don't see any reason. Let me take, for example, anything where you spend money pan, make you not able to do some other things that we're supposed to do, right? Okay, rice now is staple food. Everybody need that every day. Now, let me take the mobile company and begin a tariff and so on and so forth. You can cushion that side where people go get small money back. Now they earn for put per other things them. But you know, they happen that way. Some of we talk with the make noise. You know, the last time where we support the Native Consortium, Edmond Abu, and so on for Fed for the NTSO, we go minimize the extra spending of people. It go Pademba Road. Some of we now we make noise talk because the Fed Edmond Abu be the Fed I say now from president can down to the least possible to use mobile phone. And now see waiting the happen, you go get up, you know the waiting not to that we talk about today. But I just give example for let we know see. Really, the money will go pan something, it gets effect on every other things them. And it will make it slow people and down, they're not going to be able to use the small resources we then get, we go do other things. I talk about the salary. Some people them with the barriers, government don't say the minimum. Now 600, right? People and the way they get other company and the security company pay less than 400 to staff them, right? Then let we look, the half bag rice is more than, I think, 200 and something. So if half bag rice you want to buy, say, if it depends the family size again. Wait till you do. I get friends there where they talk to because we do investigative journalism and do research for no things. You know, I want to put myself now the least person in place sometimes, me comfortable. You get people that where they spend 90 leones. 80 leones, 70 leones a day for transport through and fro, can walk and go back. Where if you put that money calculator at the end of the month, almost, then they London go now by God in power, and I make corruption high. President Bill and Fed corruption, we all embrace that. But the level of things where they happen, I make people and corrupt. How can you chase somebody with some time and not get it for it? It want twist and turn for let it get maybe 50 leon or almost leon for good do thing. We're wrong. I know they say right. We're wrong. But how you go chase that person there for discipline them, then that person sometimes it is starve and family is starve. Right? So these are the things.
Okay, significantly, I think when it comes to this 5% import duty on rice and iron rod and cement, one question where I can always look for end the argument with now, if not putting 5% on rice, iron rod and cement, what would you have government do? Hassan?
Thank you. You see, there are many other ways for rate tax. Of course, I support the argument say yes, it's good for people to pay tax. But in this kind of situation, we already have taxes increase in other areas, like the telecoms and other areas. So basically, adding tax to rice when with staple food, of course, we notice a low man, if he asks her if he don't eat, if you know eat rice, it will tell you, say, from this morning I don't eat it. So this is very serious. And we have families where you go get a family of 5. For you for provide 3 cup rice per day, it's on work. Then you come add an other burden where these guys get for go up. Perhaps they should have looked for a way, of course, for pay tax, nothing way good. But there are other ways where the family don't increase tax.
Other ways like which one?
Yes. The telecoms, the tax has been increased there. Good. In fuel, of course, there is a tax. we make sure they go up every day. Wages and other hardship again to people. Imagine just like a senior colleague here just say, you they work, then they pay you.
I think now the subsidy on fuel, now in government take away not to, they not put tax they necessarily.
Okay, yes, fine. But the other areas like the telecom, a low number wouldn't be those targets for the way they don't add these taxes way up, at least everything then they go up. I think then for me don't wait a bit. While the feed salon projects they go on, just like the colleagues say, fund them for 1 or 2 years, then come up with tax now.
Okay.
But adding tax now, it's a very witness because they should have source other areas for add tax.
Okay. Somebody else out there would definitely say fund them for 1 to 2 years. But how? But anyways, that's let me come to Daniel. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Fortin, and good morning, me family at the radio land and the one with the view on television. Sorry for coming late. Sir.
Okay, apologies accepted. I'll come to Edmondson. I think the same question. If not putting 5% import duty on rice, iron rod, and cement, just to name but a few, what would you have governments do?
It's a good question, actually. Government, President will get a big vision for fight corruption, and corruption is still with us, right? There are a lot of leakages. There are a lot of things we see. So I vividly clear the corrupt practices where people then they make money. We supposed to go to government the loss, and if all those monies then put the measure anti-corruption be proactive, right, for combat, then and they for make sure the leakages them no run waste or go to the wrong people, them government collect them, then government can use those monies for do the things that we then supposed to do. But you know, with the see things, then some of we get mind for talk. We not to criticize government, right? We just want the right thing for be done. And saying that people the way they on the other side or the corrupt person, where the extort the rest of the population, right? They go ready for go after you. Look for blind curve for go. Today, you know, we be no governments and they will use clicks where they go after people and silent people them. But thank God, the organization where we belong to, Journalists Against Injustice for Good Governance, when I'm the CEO for, then National Council for Civic Education, where I work for the side of government, I talk to, thanks to Mr. Khalil Tutange, if today, you know, the area black versus red and blue, the fact, now, then, National Council for Civic Education, where we Journalists Against Injustice fight for make peace between black and red, for be a Montorial. Then we bring her forward to Mr. Khalil Tutange. Mr. Khalil Tutange dive into it. Now then same click then the way others be used for go kill people, silent people. Now then come together be desensitize people them for COVID, for let them keep the social distancing, paste them, handout and things like that out there. So, you know, people in the office of trust we care less about. Now then salary, the sweetness of that offices, now that they enjoy. Then they no one do the work for make a difference for the good of Sierra Leone. And that's the cause most of them untold suffering on the people where it cascade to government. Everybody blame government.
So what you're saying in essence is that instead of putting 5% import duty on rice, cement and iron rod, government can rather get rid of those people where they know they work.
Agree
and raise fund from
and
that.
Also look at still corruption is with us. Corruption, then corrupt practices. Definitely we try for look and clamp down. You get for set an example, discipline the corrupt person. Then me we go candy, right? If now me fortunate for goody, I go fear the person will be there and this don't happen.
Okay.
With them. So me go do the right thing.
Okay, I'll come to Daniel. I think I started this conversation with you during the week, and now we're here again. Today is Friday. Aside, if we are saying that the 5% import duty on rice, cement, and iron rod, not to something way good, what would you then have governments do? Because on the one hand, you're in agreement that government need the money, but on the other hand, you're saying that 5% on rice, cement, and iron rod, not for Dede? If not that, then what?
Thank you very much, Mr. Fortune. Me fambo then at the Radio Land in the morning again. Basically, some of us that are involved in advocacy, we are not there because we want to talk. We are there because our compatriots, including ourselves, are suffering and we continue to suffer. I heard my two, colleagues saying, and more especially so Mr. Edmondson, who happens to be my uncle, emphasizing the fact that people are suffering. And that has been buttressed also by another colleague. We there at the history go judge we if we not say the truth to policymakers or regulators. Yes, now a fact say governments right across the world, including the biggest of economies, they are 100% reliant on taxes, because that one comes on a daily basis. We know they are against tax, because that is where government generates the necessary funds for one, finance the feed salon. Now they pull money for finance the free education, the free health care for lactating mothers, pregnant women and children under 5. Now they pull money for make sure say we infrastructural, architecture is enhanced. Now they pay, pull money for pay government workers. Now they pull money for even maintain the international, embassies who will get right across the globe. So we know they are against that one, because minus that, you and I will not have the security needed to secure us throughout the night, yeah? But sometimes we have to be comfortable to say the uncomfortable. We have to be comfortable to say the truth to power. And that is why we are saying the 5% being levied on, or that is going to be levied on rice come 2024, January. A not called for, a not in place, a not they seek the interest of the people. It is killing, it is militating against development, and at the same time, the livelihood of the people continue to deteriorate. So we are saying, government when a combra, more especially so where President Biobi, the campaign to this country, the citizens, a talk say, I will ensure that the 5 big changes, when a feed salon stand out to be distinct, enhanced, so that at the end of the day, we have been hearing those, statements from Pakaba. He said 2025, nobody gonna bid with angry belly. Anybody who they gonna bid, he will make sure say a belfu before they gonna bid. Today, if President Bio say he they can't stand on that and exhibit them for make sure say livelihood is improved and enhanced, because minus food, even the picky way they send at school, they not go think correctly. Minus food, the well body what they talk about, you know, go able to get them. So food is very fundamental. In fact, a right, not to not to necessity, not a right for say food, a very fundamental to life. So what I'm coming back to your question. What I would have recommended to government for it not to levy the 5% tax on rice. Firstly, we rationalize with expenditure. We reduce with expenditure. I am of the great opinion, and even with viewers and listeners out there will agree with me, now in history of Sierra Leone, one of the systems in this will get the highest appointments from government. A lot of appointments that don't take place. And all those appointments goes with funds. Yeah. So if government put that 5% for that rest, it makes sure say that extra money where they go into that over bloated, expenditure, yeah, or salary, wage bill, yeah. I think say they can plow and back and make sure say the money where they generate from the rice, though it not go be equivalent to what they go pull from them, office maintenance, office or employment, what no remuneration, or the thing then yeah, it will serve as a buffer zone, as a cushioning, way in terms of leveraging the price of rice for the ordinary man. Because one thing where every Sierra Leonean, right across the board, and that is going to be, we want this to be a bipartisan approach that because of the rest and price in go one all this while. Government's been they say they no be the levy tax owner. And yes, still we were seeing a high skyrocketing of rice price in the market, both by bag and by cup, as the case may be.
Okay.
That government they tell with through the Ministry of Trade and Industry and other government, information. We'll be get channels of information. We'll be get say there no be ever levy tax on rice, but yes, still importers we are selling it at a very high price, like I did say.
Okay.
Now, tax not been there, the price they up. Me and you, what you would think now? We don't put the 5% tax. I will be like, so wait, I'm coming. Let me just make this clear. So again, we are saying government is reneging through it. MDAs, they are reneging in their responsibilities in making sure that we don't put the tax or we don't waive the tax off from the importation, from the importers. Because for us, they are just mafias and crooks. They are there to milk us dry. So we don't put the tax. You not put trade monitors that the market and even now their warehouses, therefore make sure say any bag of rice we commodity based on the quality. That one also we have to be cognizant of the fact that not all rice where they can go get the same price.
Okay.
Based on the quality, of course, the economists then say ostentatious goods. Yeah. Because of prestige, blah blah blah, your lifestyle, you go for the highest because of your pocket. Yeah. But let we say plus or minus. The common one, we me and you two able afford. If you say them and them because you don't pull price them for tax them for selling at this price, and they fail to do that, I think the trade monitors would have been in a better position to question those people, which they never did.
Okay.
So for us, if the price go up now,
I'll hold you there. I know you want to flow, but I would have to hold you there because there is the argument. Sierra Leone is operating on a free market economy, so necessarily government no go able for determine say. Sell at 1,000, at 2,000. That is just that. But anyway,
are you aware also that government is losing? Because if they were to levy those taxes, meaning more revenue generation for government, but because they say put you more to say you money day. So if you don't waive the tax, if you also checkmate the man, you should not leave the citizens in the hands of those mafias to be exploited on a daily basis.
Either ways, I think
that is my point.
it's a fair argument.
Thank you.
Let's move to something else. One important thing will happen during the week now, the fact that the parliament is fully now seated and committees them don't begin work. Yeah? And the legislative committee, now one committee, we don't begin for work in earnest. Now then set for review the Criminal Procedure Act of 1965. Now, the Criminal Procedure Act, now the act where they regulate criminal proceedings, na salonaya, whether you get for talk about summary offenses, those ones where, not a major kind of offenses, the smaller ones, traffic offense, he cost me, he sucked it me, he slapped me, he looked me by the eye, those kind of things. And of course, the bigger ones, where you kill person, you wound person, yes, you go thief, you destroy person property, and those kind of things. Now, they want for ensure, say, the legislative committee want for review, in a way, say, now we go able for get speedy trials. You go able for ensure, say, cases where they come na court in terms of those ones where for be granted bail. Now something we don't do and the conversation for a very long time. You grant them bail speedily. Those cases where not to major something, bail for bias of the nature of the case rather than just basing at the discretion of the magistrate. Waiting you think about all of them reforms there so and waiting then they go add to the criminal justice system Nasalone if they end up for pass the bill finally.
Yes. This thing we don't bother people them over the years, and of course we all know say one thing where we go always talk about in this country, justice delay. Some case within a court for how many years they sit on them or give any ruling on them. So basically, I welcome an idea for me to review this kind of law because we get over how many thousand people within a Pandemba road. For basically, most of them are for minor offenses, traffic offenses, and waiting and call, and all of these they tell on the country because at the end of the day, now we own taxpayer money they use again for feed them inside Pademba Road. So having a legislature that way where they at least facilitate speedy trial and also give bail to minor offenses. I think that it will be a very welcoming idea. I think apart from murder, treason, and other 3 or 4 more charges, all other offenses are bailable offense, according to the Constitution. All other offenses are bailable offense. But here in this country, we see minor offenses the way people are supposed to forget bail for, the way they give them. So if we get a legislature, a law, we basically go facilitate speedy trial of people in a court, and also make sure, say yes, then give bail to who that deserve bail for minor offenses, then it could be a very welcoming idea, and it could be and I don't want to say yes, it could be a relief to certain people where they pandemic we were not supposed for day.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. This is the Epic Morning Show, and this morning on the show we review some of the biggest stories them of the week. Stay with us, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Do you want to be your own boss, or do you want to add more services to your business? Then look no further, because BNB is here for you.
What do you mean?
With BNB, you can now make money with just your smartphone. With the new revolutionary app, BNB POS, you can do remittance, bill payments, EDSA airtime top-up, and many more. All this from your smartphone, anywhere you want.
This sounds great.
That is not just all. The app also features real-time agent rebalancing and reconciliation.
Oh wow. But how can I get the BNB POS and start making my own money?
It's so simple. You can download the application on App Store or Google Play Store. Just search for BNB POS and download. Then call our customer service on 072 500 000, and within a short period of time, our agent will help you for the onboarding process.
Wow, no time to waste. Let me do this right away.
Oh yes, start making money today from anywhere in Sierra Leone. For more inquiries, contact our customer service on 072 500 000.
With BNB POS, you shop now your pockets.
Una don't ready for the biggest enjoyment this Christmas? Join the biggest household name, the #1 radio station as salon, Epic Radio. They come with the biggest, the hottest, the finest, and the sweetest carnival title, all team mix carnival. So come and mingle with sober-minded people from different angles. Saturday, December 16th, the big carnival will take place. Now more return playing field. Jump 6 o'clock evening time, everything gonna begin. Come and chill with the favorite presenter. Come take a nice picture with all the biggest celebrity there. Come and party with the Sierra finest DJ Wonder, Ground Mover DJ Butu, DJ Nice, and other well-qualified DJ and back for me. Come get your ticket now for 50 millions. Now Epic Radio within a 54A off control. So if you want for no more, tune to Epic Radio every day for more updates or follow we on social media for exclusive content and Boku surprise. Come and be part of this historical event. So join Epic Radio with all Team Mix Carnival. Epic Radio, so refreshing. So creamy, so good.
In a world where only the sharpest minds survive, Cowbell Dairy Products is delighted to present the Cowbell Capucines Challenge, a remarkable inter-secondary school quiz competition that brings Freetown secondary schools together to compete for the ultimate prize. The theme for this competition is nurturing the spirit of patriotism through civic education. This isn't your average quiz. It's an extraordinary showdown of intellects and wits. Who will claim the coveted grand prize and of course those all-important bragging rights? Get ready for a whirlwind of challenging questions, exhilarating rounds, and moments that will leave you in awe. As if that's not enough, we have fantastic prizes like trophy, cash, and Cowbell products up for grabs. It's not just a competition, it's a celebration of knowledge and talents. Mark your calendars for November 16 and 17, 2023 at the FPC Multipurpose Hall beginning at 9 a.m. sharp daily. Come cheer for your school, support your friends, be part of the excitement. Cowbell Capucines Challenge, engaging hearts, equipping minds. Proudly sponsored by Cowbell. Cowbell, a creamy goodness.
Cowbell
creamy goodness.
Okay, welcome back. If you just join me, you dey listen to Epic Radio, and this na the Epic Morning Show. 9th morning on the show, we're reviewing some of the biggest stories them of the week. During this week, the Vice President be at the entrepreneurship fair, where USAID them be talk about the job opportunities them we do for young Sierra Leoneans them right across the country, and how government go able for work with young people them with graduates from colleges and other technical institutions them for able for easily get jobs them. Several promises were made, and of course several statements were made, suggestions on how we get able for level that space day. During this week as well, Epic Radio, we talk about the new curriculum with the University of Sierra Leone put in place, and how Dande in itself they affect employment and unemployment now the country as a whole. Daniel, I'll come to you. Waiting you really think say now we biggest problem when it comes to unemployment? Why you feel for say it's na kind of like something we not able for them get under control yet?
Thank you for the opportunity again. Basically, for governments right across the world, then mostly dependent on the private sector, because in fact, from the private sector, then they generate their revenue, their home source. One of the biggest, funders that one day in terms of national, revenue. So, if the vice presidents and with development partners, then they engage in such, symposium or brainstorming or conference, if you like, and making sure that they lure in investors and create the opportunity, the atmosphere, so that at the end of the day, we young folks then, like you said, where they come from the tertiary, institutions and universities, so that at the end of the day, then we're able to get the much needed job, because now only when you get, job, gainfully employed, then your mind go there away from crime and other heinous activities or menace in society. You may ask me, brother, just know about the importance of actually regulators, policymakers, making sure that they pass this law, so that at the end of the day, all those that have been kept behind bars, for minor offenses will not be there, and at the same time, the criminal justice system will be enhanced speedily, and making sure that those that are innocent are able to be given their freedom and go back to society, join their families, and contribute to national development is very, very key. So what we are saying is, in as much as they've been done expunge the death penalty from our books, which some of we still get, issue with, but we are part of the global village. If that is what, our development partners, because don't forget, we have been almost 60% funded by donor partners. We are, dependent on other donor, taxpayers' monies. So whatever they say, we are obliged to a very large extent, to abide by those rules. So, what they say no more than that, the sincerity should be there. The sincerity should be there.
Okay.
I believe, say, President Bio and 70% of the ministers, they love this country with passion. They love this country from every indication. But there are few where the president they go, or in vice president they go, or other ministers then they go lure investors for them, let them come, and other state actors then they go for let them go lure investors for them come. When they come, first thing first, and that is why I want to give this kudos to the Corporate Affairs Commission and that of the Registrar General's office. Yeah. Now for registered company and other business entity, it takes you only 48 hours to have your business registered. Then that fast track within the fast track the registration of business entities. Also, they encourage business people.
Okay.
But you have some state actors, you have other government appointees, and at the end of the week, can say, not today we vote for. Not today we vote for. So sometimes we call them out for the president we voted for him to know that those are the people that are actually undermining or backstabbing or sabotaging his vision for this country.
Okay.
So a very, very ironical for let the president and other ministers and state actors go then lure investors for calm, for provide a much needed job opportunity for even we so we were, I mean, on our way employee at the moment, the investor where they work for, you go see, say, oh, there are a lot of opportunities. I need to upgrade my own, employees as well. When the people then they come, there are other ministers, just because it is not directly related with their, offices, or it is directed, but they are not gaining anything from the investors directly. They tend to stifle those efforts made by the president and some state actors. Okay. So what do they say? Let this one. Thankfully, you said the vice president, was it the chair or the keynote? The keynote speaker. We want to let this go in the annal of history. That whosoever stifle, twist, or sabotage government's vision for the people of this country, no matter what in political status, we call them out and make them known to the president, let the president relieve office. Okay. Yeah, there are a lot of investors who are disgruntled with the system. Then they frustrate them. Some state actors go ask, and this, that. I mean, it's frustrating. If Nemeka say ironic, it's like they are stabbing the president and his vice president and other ministers on the leg. Because their man, they don't go call investors, then come. Then at the end of the day, begin the sit down and then document that we go make, then go into action. Because now the people, every Sierra Leonean, every unemployed Sierra Leonean is a time bomb as we speak. Okay. And that is why the kush is permeating in the fabric of society, because the people that are don't get no second choice. A frustrated man, of course, I think Bob Marley talking. He said, a hungry man is an angry man. And somebody we not get nothing for it, nothing for it. The devil is, always looking for those people, because they are easily, they can be easily captured and used for the purpose of the devil's agenda. Okay, Edmondson, on the aspect of the kind of courses we institutions of higher learning they offer, how much of an impact you think than they get on the employability of people when they graduate from colleges and universities?
I don't think because of the level of businesses the way they run, they get much effect. If you see now, we get more journalists than everybody to go into that field. You get more lawyers than at that area they go make fast money, because we not get that kind of business. Governments don't overwhelm more jobs them as my brother here say they create more jobs that we government get for put money into, so we need that money. So I think more or less we too for the look now, we get for look them work the way you go use you earn. We go make you able for make you living and train younger ones the way they come up, because if everybody want to go now offices, they will not get much offices job the way people them for go. So we for go into the technical voc area, there we begin train the young one the way they come up. We go able to use their hands and so on. The West, now that's they make money. I know a friend with me and he be there, they move around, go out together. He left bank, he go do carpet laying job, because he know almost he get per hour for lay just 1 yard carpet. So if you go lay 28, bigger space where they take more carpet, it not say they make money pass where it sit on a bank. So these are the things we get for make sure we empower the area where we go do physical job, because go university done, pass you come, when they not get work for do whatever discipline, you go master, you come, work no day, you go begin do journalism, you go or go read law, you go na court and so on, begin work under a person, you begin make money. That's the fastest way for make money. But honestly, the West they develop because people they learn job where they use their hand. Some of we go na the West, we learn plenty things, because for pay a tradesman, it costs a lot of money. So everybody house and garage, right? Now workshop for do them basic thing the way you know go and go spend. Almost $100 or pounds for get somebody for can do and for you. So people, you do multiple things. They multitask. And that we for do. So I think, see, it's good. For Sierra Leone was the Athens of West Africa, and I have people that they come use university, but we don't go down under the one that we come can study how we go do empower the young country as well. So let we go now to the trade side of it. Let we train we young ones them, and we get for put foot down. You know, I feel sorry at times for government because like National Council for Civic Education and now democracy. Definitely, they starve, and not with their normal other ministries, and they will starve when need money for do things. Them because I'm part of that team. We don't sit down, we don't strategize, we don't do things for attack this schools, but it need money for go out there. National Council for Civic Education self vehicle broke down. The chairman vehicle broke down na street. The other vehicle way the run office affairs they broke down and so on. So these are the things them government constraints. We don't understand that, but at the same time, the leakages them people and the way they do things will make government itself self-starve. So government ministries are starving.
He touched on something very, important that I want to zoom in on. He said Motokaden the Bourdon, office Motokaden. Now, if we had, and let me take this opportunity also to thank the Minister of Communication, Technology and Innovation and her deputy, and that of the UADF, Universal Access Development Fund. What you make single them out now, the fact say, now then say digital transformation. They have this project where they call digital transformation. This is aiming at young folks, our Sierra Leonean youth population, in making sure that they are technologically enlightened, so that at the end of, in terms, it cut across the board, ICT in general, information technology, then they train them. In fact, they will train them in such a way that they will able to go out of Sierra Leone for gain employment. Because if they all go through successfully, then go outmatch the market. So the surplus, then go export them. And you know what the UADF they do? UADF they go now there underserved and unserved communities. The last mile, like Kubola, in making sure that they set up mobile, kiosks. Then kiosks, then their own responsibility. The one that they train them for make mobile money transfer, for make sure say then serve as buffer zone between the consumers and that of the operators, and then they even put up towers then for make sure say anybody within that radius day, if science will permit me to say that radius day or that circumference or that vicinity day, then get access to communication. So what will they talk now? So then we able hear and then we able see we. Now the remote side we side the operators then they forget for go. So now I come back to now we are talking about this feed salon agenda.
No, we're not talking about feed salon.
No. Listen, I'm just building a premise. Why we need for divert from this collar, necktie, suit job, and go back to what me uncle the talk just now say, this middle level manpower. Because for the West, they are reliant on that one day. Not all man they sit on our office. We don't see most of the experts get the way they can hire. They're not speaking as Chinese man in English. They're not speaking English. So if we say with the tag with success on English language and mathematics, we go continue for get drop out then at the country. The one that we able use them brain and enhance them for make crafts, welders, carpenters, masons, glaciers, all they wanted. In fact, now we get, like I said, we can't get the feed salon. All the tractors, the combine harvesters, and other farming tools or equipment, including this, distribution of fertilizers. I think if we make that one day as a curriculum, then people then go for that one day. At the end of the day, if any of them farming tools or equipment then they broke down, we're not going to go back in India or China or Europe for car with experts. We will have a pool of experts who will now maintain those machines for let them continue the job.
079994993 now the number where you go call for add your voice to the conversation this morning. Keep your call under 90 seconds so you go make room for more people and for call. Good morning, your name and who side you call from? Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Your name and who side you call from? Okay, I think there's a little technical issue there. But while the technicians, then they solve them. So this morning on the show, we're talking about some of the biggest stories that will happen during the week. And just now we will talk about the curriculum review and how we were able to enhance the curriculum for ensure say it reflects the job market and waiting at the real time things them we did it we go make people employable, that you not just get people graduating from universities and colleges, but you get people that are employable, and that is very key. Now Pewabi they talk about Hassan going back to the strengthening the middleman power, the areas of handwork and those kind of things, and not just limiting it to passing English and math. How do you think that's the way to go?
Definitely, that's the way for go. And I welcome an idea for me to review the curriculum. I go recall way back when African Minerals started operations in this country. Imagine they come with people from South Africa, from what they call them, for can do minor work them where we bother them for do. But because them things will not be get that manpower level, because definitely when they want for say can do this kind of work, we asking for a qualification of it, all of that, and we borders and not be get them for producer. At the end of the day, they come with foreigners for can do this work, and those foreigners we are paid $1,000 where we bother and there, so what could they for do? But they're not getting the opportunity. So coming up with this kind of idea for review the curriculum and make sure say yes, they're able for train youth, man them into different handworks. Now a very good idea. But I think I think the problem get for day is having the quality lecturers. We'll go for because it's not about you going to the college, but when you come back to society, what are you going to offer into society? And you need to be taught that on at the college, and also when you come out, you get the platform for able for like practice, because the practical aspect of it is it's I would say it's 80%. It's not by theory. Okay. But when you come back, you able for implement exactly what you go learn at college. So perhaps, if we will be to get people away in the car with as experts in the name of experts, where in fact, I'll buy them the kind direct and back up for do the work. But because they lack the paper, the qualification, they were considered as local workers, and they were paid pitters. And up to now, we still get thousands of experts in this country with the work because we not get specialized people in that particular area, even though they can do it practically, but they don't have the qualification, academic qualification for doing. So they left out for that. So if we get that kind people there, if we get that kind students here, so we then go train every year, they come down at the market. This go less in the burden, just like my senior colleagues then say. This white collar job. If you go like for implementing properly, you don't need to go sit in our office. Perhaps you go even earn money than the one we go sit in our office. We get a testimony here where a whole banker left in job for go do some other
Okay.
But because they get money there.
079994993 na the number where you go call for add your voice to the conversation this morning. Good morning. You name the call from Saidu from
Central. Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
And see what they say with the different solution for reduce the hardship. Me now on the cost the president incur, whereas the government generally incur. For example, in traveling, where president they travel, the family not to party and the Gabu, the interest. And then the guy less than 250 or 300,000. That you go spend, we come back, you can't pay back to the consolidated fund. That is left. But I am the city president they travel, then they get your package. In website, then they get your package. Up to media cruise, you get the president your own team, then you get the first lady your own team. When you look at the president in convoy, every morning it's about 30 vehicles. You take the wear and tear and the fuel consumption. Go look now finance or government expense analysis and see what government they spend and then cost in day. Then cost in day incur drivers, maintenance, fuel, you name them. Why they listen ready this morning? Why you say Malawi don't even ban foreign travel? The president even start off the ban with himself. Then the president they say more tight up with belt. But then they just they loosen belts as they feel. Me wait President Kai sack all the advisors they will begin at State House. I be say na they go stop. I say good kudos. Then one day we sack as ministers, they end up for recycle and bring them cap all over. When you get them the offices, you get them salary, you get them fuel, you pay them rent. Hey, we will continue for 30 minutes belts. We not just lose my belts.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. 079994993. Call we and add your voice to the conversation this morning. Good morning, in name and who side you call from?
Yeah, Fortune. I didn't know where they come from Wellington.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, I can always say the biggest failure we will ever get, I can always say not to a politician there. Now, we educational system, our biggest failure we will ever get because any politician or whosoever is in our society that they don't produce them. They work here probably called the anthem of West Africa. Now, the biggest laugh is talk that IC Public College, they be founder for administrative purpose, where the colonialists and the founder for administrating other colonial system in West Africa and other parts of Africa. And that they see, that make you see 95% of Public College and other colleges they produce there, now job seekers them. How much of any of the students them, or we don't come out then university and we don't create a business area for employees 300, 400, 500 selling and say, look in engineers the way they pull, look in infrastructure in this country. So everything super about we decadence and the destruction of the society squarely therefore we do with the education system. English as a requirement for going to university, we agriculture our main source of when you go to every country grow, they do people in the communal university speak English reality there. We're not just serious for know how for lay we make society go before. Unless with education system they localize them fits to the purpose, because education also for do it either for solve day-to-day problems then. Or education is just different from what we do about as a country.
Okay.
So unless they see what that day, make sure say a work for we, I think say we just a waste of time. Thank you.
Thank you very much. 079-994-993 na the number where you go call for add your voice to the conversation this morning. Good morning, in the menu side you call from.
Mina Bumper, they call from St. John.
Yes, Bumper.
But you see, then you say, who they talk by the dog, boge for talk by the bone. If government not they utilize the money judiciously, a big slap to we. Look, Malawi, because of the devaluation of the currency, government don't pronounce austerity. Now we currency so now in the fall 30 days, nobody know they say nothing don't do, we just they continue no more. We they provoke we said. Because the institution and where we may get, where we for can do maintenance culture, now the institution we don't balance. Like example, that check book na Ferry Junction. You get the other one Abu OIC, you get that McKinney Yun, you get that Kenema Yun, you get that other one at Pungu Post. Now the one then they we may know in those days. But now when students they don't graduate, who side in the camp can do practical. So man get in garage now, brah, complete 1 month, they get not, vehicle no they come. And we all may know say PWD, now they government vehicle them in the camp. Now government ministers them, then get them private garage. Must build in the sense of government. The tech work they we no improve on the tech work them now. They also they talk about say them go come for land skills. People them now make most of the FPC guidance in terms of theory, then can do well. We come from practical in all day. If practical no day, what did you tell him for like now na the field? And even where he even can't self na the field before they get the qualified person, where even sober for say na him for do the job, then they go count their new family interest of because he gets small idea. That's how we damage this nation, and we know they add value. So about say we people and for camp. What is the role of the government? Because the government for create the enable environment. Not they talk about the people. That I say not provoke and they provoke you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. 079-994-993. Now the number where you go call for add your voice to the conversation this morning. Good morning, in the menu side you call from.
Yeah, Deputy Speaker Suleiman.
Yes, Suleiman. Go ahead.
You guessed in the studio. Well, among them, they will have been the listening to. They will be in the moves in the media. Nana Mr. Cole Edmondson. I want to ask they will be in the student here and to now. What is the difference? Better day now? Past first term. And the other thing, this man will talk about this education university. And like I'm glad for them because the foundation of Sierra Leone education. If you don't know the people they edu, I don't think say the country they go before. They can say we don't make the education way for me go fine. But then one will be not educate before. You want to say the education where they be learned they make Sierra Leone now and where Sierra Leone they go BNB and so no more. And to the money side, bumper talk bottom. I think somebody. This Sierra Leone money where they go. Not to today begin more. After OAU, get common sense. What would they think about that? Up to today, not the president, not the finance minister, not the governor bank them. None no able change them. The way how you supposed to be. You want to say education there inside there, and the education word in the land not for help Sierra Leone, not for read and write and talk na mic. Because if you know that you get all kind of riches in your country, you know land but then here. You want to say you want make country go before all you they work? I tell you nothing about that.
Okay, thank you, Suleiman. 07999949993. Call we and add your voice to the conversation this morning. I'll take one more call and then come to me guest them now the studios. Namtak, good morning.
Good morning, my brother. Thanks very much for this laudable venture. And the program is so educative and sensitive. I just did one question to my brother, Mr. Said. I'm a big brother. And mostly they pick on the president. And mostly they pick on the president traveling. You get a lot of entourage.
Yeah, well, my opinion.
No, yeah, right to opinion. I beg to differ.
Okay.
The convoy of the president, me I look at because of who don't Guinea the last time, we see last Anaconte, we see Dumbuya Kayab. If you can avoid the cafet, that they tell you see the presidency for conscious. Would they see them biting them? Then get them, then this how they call it in plain with the youth. Fine. So that they take the presidency not a joke. But mostly the presidency we have now switch of office. What you did then push on the you get party with the you get so traveling and then the country where they invite the president that they foot them bill and they not to salon government per se. So now to get that clear. Then this issue where they listen to what they talk about the percentage and this that. I want to make una bring this tax and finance area them at the studio. I'm not saying good for that one day. Made in country.
Actually, we don't try for reach out to them severally, but
that's
it's very difficult.
Because me we listen and say for letting go cushion importation. Now make them bring up increment to make because voting now common sense. How the government whoever they arrest and they cement I road, the guy they need they bring car up. I want the president Bio put attention for this chief minister, the monitoring aspect. The most of them businessmen are. Now let me tell you that when I can get you, they're going to go hell. Now bear with it, they go hell because they're wicked. They're wicked, my brother. Then finally to this epic, I want to tell you plenty thank you. When I do things for me, one day I don't know 20 to 30 years. I didn't media from voice of the daddy cap. You and get you. When I don't do something for me, I don't ever forget my family. When I sympathize with me, my lost one. When I give me post of 500,000 to epic or this. For that us for paying. So I want to tell thank you. So this show, my brother Bumper, I get one ticket for you. Let me Samuel, I get ticket for you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Suleiman, now 4 tickets. Suleiman okay. Inside. Then my daddy Padauda. You said I get 1 ticket. I buy the phone.
Okay.
When I forgo this show logo, we have family business this.
Okay.
Let's make like family. Let God bless you all. Okay. Thank you very much for the good program this morning.
Thank you, Namtak. Yeah, so that is a gentleman. When I don't hear the callers, them. Most of the calls them revolve around, of course, the reduction of foreign travels by the Office of the President specifically, and the localization of the education system. Somebody talk about that it's not just about limiting it to forgo na school and sabi talk English and wear necktie. And reviving technical vocations them, another thing. And of course, the difference between now and then, I think that was a question specifically for Edmondson, and strengthening the monitoring of then different importers them, where they import different materials them into the country for ensure they then do the right thing. I'll start with you, Hassan, and then, yeah, you will take on some of the questions and then, yeah.
Okay. You see, the NECA comments first on the tax issue. Basically, if we young government officials then want for like sacrifice, say okay, now we get a project, we get a project at Anwe in a feed salon. I think for me don't appreciate we hear the president say we will cut 10% per every minister in salary for fund feed salon projects. Rather than go add the tax way now with the poor people them again get for fund this particular with them where the way then they able for afford for buy 100 bags of rice put on the house them, or even though we for buy that kind of rice they but now we they pay. And also yes, it's good because now that we get a project at Anwe now 1.1 billion or so projects, I think the president will say, okay, now I'm going to be traveling, but I need to cut down my travelings, or the people that want to go along. All of this by DMs, everything they call, we divert them to feed salon projects. Of course, in the area of education, just like waiting, we all the other callers say, we get people and we're going to college go land jobs there also. But when they come saying they can't practice, the garages are not there. They want them the government workshop they will be there. Then PWD, then carpet workshop, they're not there again. And now you know go just take somebody and say, okay, because I don't go learn at college, can't go as a person workshop and go learn, go practice there with them call. You know, necessarily not okay because sometimes workshop can need and they take weeks, they know they get one work. And if you go as a graduate, go learn the practical, you go for a whole week, you know, learn nothing. Okay. So we need for the government need for rethink again and revive that.
Okay, Edmondson.
Yeah, thank you very much. To my brother Sulaiman, actually, the thing that will be the talk from burning issue, people's parliament, we will be the call comment. Now the same thing then, the reason for that now because we the people self get problem, government a bit careless for instill discipline. Now every government ministries, a lot of lapses, the people that go for money internet, they're not the common that for money. They're off. They're not the, do one thing where they go do for that day in some office system, right? So it cut across, we the civil servants are the biggest problem. Now this country, we look at government, from the permanent sectors, directors can write down to the least person because they're not the do it they're supposed for doing government. Be there with chief minister to go around just unannounced, just go and sat inside there, you will see where some people decide for cover up for others, they can't work and things like that. That needs to continue. We commend chief minister for that. Now that will make we all on our toes for do the things that we're supposed to do. So now the same problem. So government gets your problem with the civil servants and the people that we self get a problem. Now, I'll be fortunate for be a state cameraman. I serve 4 of we heads of state, right? I travel with president, travel. You know, as somebody rightly say, some travel they will be supposed to go Iran. When we forgo Iran, now all jets they want send for we think say we go with maybe 100 or more people, right? That was President Kaba. May his soul rest in peace. When they know saying about we 26, then decide for not burn that fuel for that plane for can't take we and carry go and bring you back, then decide for cut tickets through KLM for us. So, you know, as the person rightly says, some of them travel the our president to go. Yes, president will get in package ready the game. We ready travel or the one that we go in a presidential entourage, then get forget them per diem. right? Because when they invite you in hospitality, but you still need that money to go out of your comfort zone, right? You still need the money. So with all NTR, not to President Bio creator, right? Now team way day. The only thing we do agree say President Bio not for travel way before travel in media team they cut and down. It no go. That's not for make sure they not get bloated expenditure. So these are all things where they happen. You know, start them and it will continue after President Bio. The only thing we all maybe talk about the leakages where they happen, it continue to happen at ministries them. So and at that few people there where they sit down, then collect their money, then they for their selfish reason, then the masses suffer. Now that government for tie into us is tight for let we address them.
Okay.
So I think say I will stop there for the comments.
Thank you very much. Daniel.
Well, the question is why is it important for government to review the curriculum for it to be able to meet the job market? It is very, very important. Somebody make allusion to FBC. Yeah, FBC from the time where they established onto TD, the good network where the colonial masters then left from Berry Street to FBC campus right up to Cartwright, now the same. Now the university that one day, including other universities, where they produce civil engineers, mechanical engineers, and electrical engineers. But go and see that road, year in, year out, where of course, the time we president, they go, they forgo, I mean, we students and they convoke. Now, the time they see them, they patch the road. There has not been any extension or there has not been any modification to that road where now the university serve through in products then undertake that kind of venture. They forgive that kind of road, they a more, attractive outlook, way more safer. So it tells you that with universities, they need an overhauling in making sure that they train the students then on the job market. Because at the end of the day, we will lose and we will continue for lose. While few people that way they come on Asia, where they come on Europe, where they come on other West African, other African countries, now then when they take the dollar, they go up. What makes sense for the chase the dollar? Now because of them thing they because they extra the way they can. Now in dollars then they get for pay them. So now that make all this buhara there around this dollarization. Now you come back to the trade monitors. And then that day we went for hammer home to President Bio. That ministry day, I remember in 2021, as you don't over the budget hearing, then come with a lot of projects, a lot of rosary projects. I then go open markets na Kwendu, I then go make this, then give them that money, then sit on the eater. Until this time, no iota of example, no this FCA. Ministry of Trade, we don't go and all these prices where they go up. So you talk just not say now a free market economy. Yes, I agree, but that doesn't mean we should be at the mercy of the importers or investors. As far as I know, the money where they use for imports, if they plow anaya, the police, the correctional center, the military, and that of the fire force will be able to feed themselves. Even the school feeding project can be, enhanced through we own productivity in terms of, unlike importing the rice coming to Sierra Leone. For me, that person where they talk say we need that money there so that feed salon go come into effect. It will be like making medication for a dying man. And you don't make medication for dying man, it is posthumous. Because that dying man, they don't get no justice again, not forget that opportunity for either rest. So we are saying until the feed salon, our own cultivated rice come to fruition, we should not put any extra tax on rice because for all you know, tax not depend on the price still dey up. If they put tax now, me and you too, even a cup of rice, forget them, it will be trouble. And lastly, the Ministry of Communication, Technology and Innovation and UADF, Universal Access Development Fund, that project where they want, where they undertake now for make sure say they train with youthful population on diverse technological, trainings or knowledge. Let them fast track and so that at the end of the day, the president in call for these 500,000 jobs being, given to youth right across Sierra Leone in 5 years' time, we will be able to achieve it. And lastly, we don't talk you say Salomon, now we say they kill ourselves, and now we they make with the day at the mercy of politicians. Salomon feels say now we sabi speak English or you wear necktie, you wear suits, now you're not civilized man, you're not educated, but now you're not the best, person. Then carpenters. I used to have a lecturer that would say, you will never know that the medical doctor is the most stupid person until you take him to the garage. Because he will not know how to service his own vehicle. So each and every that garage man, when they see, they wear that dirty clothes, throughout the day, it's important.
Okay.
Somebody may talk about, let we make them so marketable that we give them certificates so that at the end of the day, mining companies, other production companies, and other entrepreneurs, when they come, then we're able to say, yes, this man, even though he cannot speak English, but he has the experience and he can deliver on the job.
Okay.
And then also, last and finally, we need to police our waters.
Okay.
Thankfully, the two female ministers that were in that area, now the Ministry of Marine Resources, I think that they do fantastic job. And I do also thank with Commissioner General when Mr. Brahima Suare, Chief Ibrahim Brahima Suare. We don't say every week they raise huge chunk of money.
Okay.
I think imagine all the waiting say not come into effect too. So in fact, I believe say them put tax panreso, they not put on panreso.
Okay.
The way I they generate the revenue, they harness the revenue. I think say that the correct man that one in at the place. So I want to tell Mr. Ibrahim Suare, beaucoup thank you because of good job being done.
Okay, thank you very much, gentlemen, for your brilliant analysis this morning. Stay with us, don't go anywhere. We are going for a short break because when we come back, it's me, you, and the papers. This is the Epic Morning Show.
My friend, time down on you. Make you not play with your work, yeah.
Gossip, no spoil another man. Use your time well. Do better thing. Money not dey come from heaven. Do better thing. Money go come. Now true word that they tell you so. Hey, true word not be cheap, my brother. Not the spoil person. You not good, you hear? Gossip, spoil another man. Use your time well. Do better thing. Money not come from heaven. Do better thing. Money go come. Now true word that they tell you so. It's me, Teresa Thomas. Inside today's edition of Biz and Echo News, the Minister of Finance, Sheku Ahmad Fantamadi Bangura, don't present to Parliament the 2024 fiscal year budget. Usai say this budget now for restore macroeconomic stability, while they protect the poor and vulnerable people in Salon. The Minister continue for talk say, after the COVID-19 pandemic, the economy don't grow to 4.1% inside 2021. And inside 2022, the economy slowed down to 3.5% as the economy projected for grow moderately by 2.7% inside 2023 due to the uncertain global economic environment. The proposed budget constitutes by 23.3% of the gross domestic product, where comprises of the recurrent expenditure of 16.5 billion new leones, when at 16.3% of the GDP and capital expenditure, and net lending of 7.1 billion new leone, when at 7% of the GDP. The finance capital expenditure projected at 4.3 billion new leone, when at 4.2% of the GDP and domestic fund. The Minister of Finance don't outline say the anticipated government revenue for 2024 don't be projected by increase of 14.9 billion new leone, where equivalent to 14.8% of the GDP, where result to deficit of 8.5% of the GDP grants from development partners. Budget Advocacy Network Coordinator Abubakar Kamara don't appeal to the government for rationalize the creation of budget aids as a way for curtail expenditure. It continue for highlight the dynamic nature of budget aids with nothing concern increase inside 2020. Nami 89 budget aids. Inside 2021 to 2022, the number increased to 94 and 96 respectively. As well for address the outstanding electricity invoices and enhance financial stability of EDSA, the government will allocate 895 million new leone as subsidies for the independent power providers inside 2024. As this allocation now for clear the outstanding invoices including the car power ship and the CLSG transmission line. This financial support includes 5.9 million new leone for administrative expenses, 9.5 million new leone for wages and salary to the Ministry of Energy. Minister of Finance don't allocate 7% of the budget now the Agricultural Development Fund. This for take effect after receiving presidential assent inside January 2024. The inclusion of the 5% tax of goods and services intend for stimulate domestic production for support local farmers. 30% of the natural resources don't be generated under the new Finance Act for enhanced self-sufficiency in pricing and stability. Now all these are gets for you inside today's edition of Biz and Echo News with me, Teresa Thomas.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to the final edition of Sport Update on the Epic Morning Show with me, Reginald Brian Ojukutu Sawyer. Inside Sports Update this morning, Eastern Lions Football Club announced the signing of Rafael Koroma from FC UNC and Yakuba Koroma from Cambo Eagles. They already don't veil the two players them, and the players them don't start training effectively. And inside Sports Update as well, and the FIFA Under-17 World Cup where they play inside Indonesia, Burkina Faso from Africa don't become the first team for out of the competition after they don't lost their first two games to France and USA. Both Roberto Mancini and Yaya Toure don't be unveiled as the new head coach and assistant coach for Saudi Arabia senior national team. And of course, inside Sports Updates as well, Eduardo Camavinga, the Real Madrid sensational, don't injured in knee in France training and don't be ruled out for the 2024 Euro qualifiers where France go get for play. And inside Sport Updates as well, no chance not again for Morocco for sure the service of Lamine Yamal after the 16 years old already played 3 FIFA sanction match for Spain, and of course he will get a name yesterday on the score sheet. And finally, inside Sport Update this morning, FANT, Football for a New Tomorrow, a non-governmental organization that will welcome the Minister of Developmental Cooperation for Global Climate Policy, Dan Jorgensen from Denmark at the Monjasa Park, now Moritalk. Well, for more on this, join me at 11 a.m. this morning as we go look at international sport review and also go in depth into the sport update. May Bingham this morning, my name is Reginald Brian Ojukutu Sawyer. They say bye-bye for now.
boss, me name na Rabi. Inside today ANT boss with a profile Jelly B. Betty Lamo, where people sabi as Jelly B, been born in Mena Botong, Sierra Leone, and a day in starting early education. Jelly B gets a certificate in computer software, a diploma in procurement and supply chain management, and soon to be a certified degree holder in business administration from IPAM University of Sierra Leone. Jelly B started a music career in his secondary school days, but recorded in first song inside 2016, where make he gets an award and recognition as the South's best female rapper, and that make he win the Bo Entertainment Awards for 4 consecutive times. Jelly B been the part of the best rap musical group na Botong, where they know as Sugar Flow Factory, before he joined the Abangs label inside 2023. Aside music, Jelly B also a passionate feminist and advocate for women and picking them rights them na salon. Some of the songs them where he don't do na, number 1 was I feature I Tribe, Pride of Bo, was I feature Dinero J, na Million Style, Who Dat, and You See. Well, now all this we get for you today inside EMT Boss. Me name Nara. So tell me
See me, I'm not afraid from God. Yeah, see that me helper, they don't come up get me back, see them don't compound. They say Jelly bitch, pray, I don't come on a hand me, I don't pay. I take them back to the matter. God, yeah, lama, check.
Spice, the rhythm recognize, feeling my vibes, everything is
so creamy, so good.
In a world where only the sharpest minds survive, Cowbell Dairy Products is delighted to present the Cowbell Capucines Challenge, a remarkable inter-secondary school quiz competition that brings Freetown secondary schools together to compete for the ultimate prize. The theme for this competition is nurturing the spirit of patriotism through civic education. This isn't your average quiz. It's an extraordinary showdown of intellects and wits. Who will claim the coveted grand prize and of course those all-important bragging rights? Get ready for a whirlwind of challenging questions, exhilarating rounds, and moments that will leave you in awe. As if that's not enough, we have fantastic prizes like trophy, cash, and Cowbell products up for grabs. It's not just a competition, it's a celebration of knowledge and talents. Mark your calendars for November 16 and 17, 2023 at the FPC Multipurpose Hall beginning at 9 a.m. sharp daily. Come cheer for your school, support your friends, and be part of the excitement. Cowbell Capucines Challenge, engaging hearts, equipping minds. Proudly sponsored by Cowbell. Cowbell, a creamy goodness.
Cowbell, a creamy goodness. If you know say you born October, also the one that we born November and December, una don't ready? Because Usaiden Skin Big Month they celebrate one big birthday party. So make it a point of duty. Usaid Skin Big cakes they go there for court, the champagne go there wire, the music go there butter. So if you know say you born October, November and December, now you turn for shake body and the biggest birthday party. When a perfect arrangement, well organized, for the one that we born inside this 3 months. Come witness the sweetness, expect greatness, take picture them and chill with the celebrities. Let we jam body together, enjoy the same birthday, now the biggest birthday party. For the one that we born October, November and December. Tickets and they out now for sale. West Standard, now 100 millions. Couples best tickets, now 250 millions. VIP table for 6, now 1,500 millions. And VVIP table for 8, now 2,500 millions. Saturday, December 23. Now something go be. Right now beat a phenomenally. Sharp 7 o'clock evening time. Everything go to begin. This Battery Beat Party, powered by Priority Solution and sponsored by Orange Money, BNB, Media Partners, Epic Radio, and Slick TV.
I hope that our visitors would listen to this song carefully, because it's true. They're trying their best to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I foreign press.
Okay, welcome back. Good morning. If you just joined me, they listen to the Epic Morning Show. It's now time for the newspaper review. Good morning, Theresa.
Good morning, Fortune. Good morning, listeners and viewers out there.
So on Global Times this morning, President Bio attends Guinea-Bissau's Golden Independence Anniversary, and Nigeria's First Lady arrives, and Professor Dr. Philip Kanu visits new Education Minister, and Japan provides $72,000 to improve cassava processing. Asset Commission Chairman visits PRA headquarters.
Now, the front page of political newspaper shows say Parliament wants economy stabilized. Audit tribunal ethics were violated. Woman detained for stealing boy. Government to establish agri fund. Now, all this I get at the front page of the political newspaper.
And here on the satellite newspaper, as general public condemns taxation on imported rice, Finance Minister responds to 5% import duty on rice, and BSL to tackle inflation, stabilize exchange rate, and why Sierra Leoneans should support the 5% import duty on rice.
Now, the front page of A to Z newspaper, it says U.S. ambassador pledges huge financial support to Sierra Leonean community project. 2024 budget will bring down debt, lower inflation, stabilize exchange rate. Gold Sierra Leone launches 120-point water point project. And Sierra Ruta Limited stands out in just concluded 2023 NIF FIA. Okay. And brother jailed for threatening to kill sister for father's property. Now all these are gets at the front page of the A to Z newspaper.
Okay, on the front page of the Reformer newspaper, Lands Ministry discourages development drive of horse fishing company, and EcoBank presents prizes to 16 winners of Save and Win promotion. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency boss embarks on massive sensitization on Kush. Orange provides job opportunities for youth at the National Youth and Entrepreneurship Fair.
Now, the front page of the Awoko newspaper say Edman on the run as bailiffs attacked in John Obe land dispute. MPs urge new bank governor to meet redomination deadline and revive economy. Advocate and go before women strategize for a brighter future. Now, all these are gets at the front page of the Awoko newspaper.
And finally, on Concord Times newspaper, 2024 Finance Act price increase on cooking gas may be distressing to citizens and the environment. Parliament approves new bank governor and 5 others. Auditor General's tribunal, State House accountant testifies in court. EPA validates tracking mechanism on effective monitoring of NDC and NAP. These are the headlines on Concord Times.
The last newspaper I get with me, Nayana Premier News newspaper. Minister comments FBC administration. W4WP project, ILO SLEF engages Dwazak and New Englandville communities. Afsatu Kamara on power of representation on Olympic stage. Parliamentary press gallery pays courtesy call on CIO. Now all these are getting at the front page of the Premier News paper.
Okay, so there you have it. That's now the headline of some of the biggest newspapers them right across the country. Now yesterday, Thursday, the 16th day of November 2023, the Parliament of Sierra Leone be approved the nomination, the nominated person of the president for bank governor, winner Dr. Ibrahim Stevens. So the country now have a new bank governor. Dr. Ibrahim Stevens now be the first deputy bank governor to the good old professor, the previous bank governor. Now, Dr. Stevens, in his statement to Parliament, the promise for bring a lot of reform, then the promise for tackle inflation, ensure say the redenomination will then be due for by the 31st of December, the old Leones for cease for be a legal tender na Salonia. And he made that statement in Parliament that he promised to do everything within his power for deliver on some of them key points then they stabilize the exchange rates and tackle inflation. Now, these are all big promises, especially coming from somebody we be the deputy governor to the previous governor. And people out there would want to say you are already in the system. If you could not do it in 5 years, can you really do it in a few months? Because the redenomination thing, the bank necessarily don't they push the dates where the old LEONE for cease for serve as a legal tender. It's not 3 term now we then don't push them so. Yes. And then you have 31st of December now with the bank governor don't set as a timeline that then go do everything within them power. How huge do you think the task is on this new governor? Because tackling inflation is a big thing, stabilizing the exchange rate, and of course, putting this entire redenomination to rest finally is another thing.
Yeah, so I feel say he don't be the deputy for 5 years. I believe say he don't understudy in boss, and I believe say he go since he don't get the opportunity now for do it he go want for do, in terms of stabilizing the exchange inflation, make sure say the exchange rate everything become normal as it is, and the redomination. First things first, I think they don't push them. We towards the close of the date where then they say, then we another press release they come out say they need for extend them, and the country no go on with 2 currencies that I would say the old LEONEs and new LEONEs. So I feel say if we try for discard the old LEONEs, then we forget a fixed one when are the new LEONEs where them we don't say now we they come begin use as we new currency. And in the area of this exchange rate, I believe say when you want to talk for go do you forex, everybody gets your own price. Everybody gets your own price where they give you. You can't answer get your own price. You go yanda get your own price. You go to this other person, he gets your own price. So I believe say then for try for tackle that. Make the exchange rate be normal. Make it be on a flat rate. Even if you do go to a bank for go change your money and you come to black market, if at all it gets for be any difference.
Well, when it comes to the black market thing, you know, it was one of the projects of where the Bank of Sierra Leone be embarked on. Now, for ensure say they really get rid of that.
And it not go easy.
The previous bank governor be spent huge money in a very controversial statement we be make on the media and that the bank be get for bribe these people for just for try for balance the system. And this current governor was the deputy governor then, and the question really on the minds of people them out there, I feel now waiting new. What waiting could be different with the approach now and the approach with them be done they use since he was already part of the system?
Yes, because waiting go the plane at the minds of the people and say if you be done there as deputy you are not able for tackle then things they are so way you don't highlight. Not so now you go able for can do them. But again we get for look at them say maybe you not being get the opportunity or you not being get the free space for make it do it he wants for do. Maybe now where it don't come, it go able for can do them. And spending huge money on them people in the black markets for make them come out to side and they make the bank able for get hold of everything. During the possibility not be they be very slim because one we self as a citizen, we self as people of Sierra Leone. Now we go fend them because then they give you a better rate than waiting the bank they give you. So if then they give you a better rate, we get for go look for them even if they try for common street, but we they encourage them back for make them kind of streets for make them go able for give that kind rates there. So I feel say if them be want for do that day, even the way out then they change in a bank, therefore don't try for engage the banking sector, even if that gap get for the between the black market and the bank, but make it not be huge. And if it not be huge, let's say it be like 100,000 difference or 200,000 difference, I feel say people would think and say, you know what? If they pull one there, so say for not they feel better because if we go in a bank, the difference not that much. So let we go there, we go change this money there and be able to get them for that rates there. But really, it not gets for easy. It not go easy for me. They able for pull them here. And I will tell you, say them go continue for spend money, then they're not able for pull them there because like I say earlier on, we get for go fend them. because honestly, the competition go high. It go really high. Let's say for now, the flat rate na 2,400 leons, new leons. If they can't pull them, they say, well, make them go na back, waiting them, they do let them come on a street, make them forget about that and let the bank focus on that. I would tell you, say, then go get and get 2,800 leons. So if even they're not publicize their business, say we are here, or we don't move from that point, now we go begin fend them, because we too want a profit. And we go in for outside where they get the higher figure than we come on side where we say something at 2,200 leons and they go give you or 2,300 leons. So I feel say when this bank governor don't come, I get for try hard for make sure say he able for stabilize this exchange rate and lower down the inflation.
Okay, one thing that is certain is the fact that the stakes are high for him, and the job is huge, and he gets a lot of stepping up for doing. Sierra Leoneans are expecting more from him, and they are expecting a speedy change,
and
because
it
is
really
needed.
get for can prove himself.
Definitely.
It really get for can prove himself in that area, because for make you don't become the bank governor, you don't be a deputy bank governor for a long time. You get for can prove yourself. Say I have the ability, I'm capable for there so, and I go ready for deliver. Because
I understand the system. I have learned, and I can make the necessary
let it not just
change.
come and embark on promises, then you not fulfill. Then no difference in not bringing come at the table, and people will continue for the question.
Okay, 079994993. Call we and add your voice to the conversation this morning. Good morning. Your name and who you call from?
Dauda Dwazak.
Yes, Dauda.
Yeah, thank you. We've been to talk about the travel. Some people they defend say, I mean, more of them go their way, president then can go out. The host country now can take the responsibility. Yes, I mean, hotel. But I mean, one video they pass around where President Bill they talks where them even take a delegation of Japan, where them go reach now the hotel who side them for lot. The hotel people then tell and say that other government way don't go. They owe we a huge hotel bill where they not been paid then go. So we will not save don't can, we not get for pay that hotel bill, then we not pay, we not young before we go allow we not inside this hotel. So this they talk says not to all I mean travel, the whole country they take responsibility. Who they talk about this bloated, wage bill. This we don't talk about, you know, they reduce. You can imagine we can get Ministry of Social Welfare, Gender and Children's Affairs. President Bill don't divide that ministry there. Now we get Social Welfare Ministry, then we get Gender and Children's Affairs. If them people then they waiting at the need for take presidential advisor on gender. Presidential, that minister, and what he said, they're not going to advise president. So, I mean, for put this boku, employment, give job to everybody where, they don't work now, SFPP, now one of the things that we don't make this way, economy don't go bad. It don't go bad past mark, you know, and we they continue for doing no more advisor this, advisor that.
Okay, 07999949993 now the number where you go call for add your voice to the conversation this morning. Good morning, your name and who side you call from?
Good morning, James. What's you?
Yes.
James, I'm talking about wage bill. You know, not the problem there. Because this government, if I quite remember, was advised by IMF to cut the wage bill by 6%. There is a proverb or parable in Creole which says, cost you quotes according to your size. James, let me make this analogy. If I get woman, I get me married home, I get me family, then I get woman in the street. As you say, me finance, they go bad. I get for adjust for some the woman in the to run me home. You understand? The government they spend too much, especially on that thing the way side we talk about, where they travel. The expenditure of the government it's too much. Therefore cut them down, and president they want please rather than please them. So you get for offer job. So you get to get bloated, expanded wage bill.
Okay.
When I make the need tax, so they affect you. And most of these tax now we get for tell on. The brunt of it now we did of in massive. You know. I just make case, James. May God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. 07999949993. Now the number we go call for. Add your voice to the conversation this morning. Good morning. You name and who side you call from?
Yeah, John from Jones.
Yes, John.
Yeah, just like how the economists in the program, then there's a Ghana. They try for tell we say, let we know they realize something. See, PCB don't do this or this or that. We think we need now how this government for tackle the problem that the country. They will not say PCB don't do this, PCB don't do this and this and that. Then one of you guess them this morning. I think saying I've been cameraman for Tijan Kabain said that. In utterance, because na me right for disagree to what he say. We see this traveling President Biu don't mix them, so we no go stop. So me I dey wonder how Salon go better. If somebody meets something we not correct, you no go can change them for let the country better. And just like how everybody they talk, this bloated wage bill now in they make we result to all this thing, but we they beg the president we are this 5%, because me no understand you go explaining it we are waiting the Minister of Finance mean by say this 5% from the rest it no go affect the rest price. Just like how Ghana was saying, we no need for be an economist or go college for let we then this then thing they had the impact we the feel so we no need for go college for say it no go work. 5% per tax per rest it go result to we the ordinary man.
Okay.
From John Street.
Thank you. 079994993 now the number where you go call for add your voice to the conversation this morning. 9:26 now the time for my studio clock. Good morning. You name and who side you call from?
Yeah, 14 this is Bumper again.
Yes, Bumper.
Instead of say Alhamdulillah, now na subhana lie. Because when you look at this debt with this government don't talk to, where they above 100 trillion. You know what they mean? That debt. That debt then are two wages and salary. Now they don't go left that money. Reflect, show now the ordinary Sierra Leonean. Whereby right, if the money then they save, they want to give all man they get 5 million. Change the left back. Who said that money they go? And that debt then send America back they campaign. What in government don't do? They don't pull all subsidy. All subsidy policy and non pull am. Now bonically 101. And you know what they happen where then they hide per week. What in government they budget for the ministry there? Now chaff. That's not I mean say the subsidy. Say the supplementary budget there where the ministry they get. Something not local team, but they know they tell we. What in government their local budget, but the supplementary budget, check them, the ministry them. The money we don't know they give them, they know they tell we don't do. They keep another pocket. And then they not good for we nation. When we come back to what this feed alone, we know say we in those days on schools then they may get agriculture farm. All secondary school, but now look them on schools them. No get that. I feel so want to talk about feed alone. When the beginning begin start and from practical for begin learn now. It's only thing and then we they miss the priority. And don't forget Tomabom for don't be a case study for we where them go waste over $35 million. Nothing accommodate. They use the kind impose tax now say like you don't begin doing. Who shall they go pull out? And we win a driven nation. They say next year we for begin paying. Una say the example for we how you expect the farmer for go plant where they give invest according to the time. Then the facilities them una they make so political people in the fear for invest.
Okay, 07999949993 now the number where you go call for add your voice to the conversation this morning. Good morning, Saidu. Good morning, Saidu.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes.
Fortune. And I'm Tadon Talker. Saluman, now the office and the benefit now we care about. If they talk about cutting down on cost, then somebody they say the president's right. But for goodness sake, if the president and WEF they go one side, Tiwe Pakaba never do. We then they sleep at the same bed, then they eat at the same table, then they give the president per diem for that country, then they give the WEF, they will say no for quota. Then the president and us alone. But this is not a secret. Me that we did so big all around travel. The residents of the president's in office will for try for the change anything and they we don't say we can't build one new state house or a presidential lodge. No, this business of being the president and money can't go even say, you know how much it costs me? The vehicles, these are vehicles, most of them, not in the average, only cost less than $70,000 to $90,000. You get 30 of them, they tow the line, then get fuel consumption, then they pay the drivers. And then fuel and they man, I tell you, not to say not you, then they go get a chicho. Now top up, then they go top up the fuel. Where you don't less almost and use for the day, then go top up. If country in Africa don't set example, who come with an instance and they say Malawi, the president also say these are austerity times, more cuts down. Then people and they say no, not the right. So not just the benefits we lead that they go in for. Okay. If you come, you get right from travel and get per diem, so be it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. 079-994-993. Now the number we go call the time from studio clock now 9:30. I'll take 2 more calls and then we wrap up for today. Good morning.
James, good morning.
Yes.
James from Kisi.
Please go ahead.
It's religions. No need for argue further. We said they now we not the problem for ourselves. The politicians combined. Yeah? Look how they make a constitution. There is the president gets supreme executive authority. You know what that means in law? The man is above all else. And God no more go sanction. Nobody else. You see how then when they say constitutional review, and it's like Koma go, then do the thing, then go to because you know let and they scrap up. Who should you blame? The civil service. Now the same people there from the colonial, I mean from the morning where this country become independent, then civil service and the thief, serious one. Look the audit report. How many billions them misappropriate? State companies. How many billions they have? If that 5% where they put on rice, if they want, now they side and they check for reduce. Then if they reduce the state, then wastefulness and the side, then you no need for tax rate for 5%.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. 079-994-993. The number where you go call for add your voice to the conversation this morning. Good morning, Amtak.
Yeah, good morning, Fortune. Thank you very much. First and foremost, I want to commend you for all the effort for the week.
Thank you.
That they say you do very good work. Even we manage already, you handle the week very well. So I want to commend you. Kudos.
Thank you.
Then kudos to me, people on Mr. Side. That what we talk cut down wage bill is perfectly correct. Let God bless her for that one day. I commend her for that. The wage bill, President Bio, Dua, make their adjust. Some man and they not just full of counts, then call them. And to be honest with you, most of them government parties are not complete mess. Fortune, I tell Jawadi last time, but SLRC. You get people who don't license vehicle for over 3-4 months, they don't get life card. Then you get children where they cut reflector of people money, they don't get over almost month. I call our corruption. So Mr. Ben Kefela, take note, SLRC. You get children where they pay for, where they give you. Reflector and other stuff. People don't like to over almost month. I call our day. The president before they go check on the side in there. Now we very well now we care to Sepra. Then pick you say count area. There's a president. You know go look outside. If they say you can area, you can make so some ministers say so. Get the interest of this country. But Fortune. But what's happy with this country? Bah, people them.
Okay.
Act for control, bah. Population of 7 to 8 million. Salute. Bradish, the prayer will continue. But for the two champion people, I say, then a servant for we. We are the master. But they can be able to say, then a master.
Okay.
But President Biodia, Chief Minister, let you get a monitor them, brah. They on the toes, brah. Then go change one day, brah. We go change them by force.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And that's not the last and final call for the week. Plenty thank you to una we don't listen we on radio, you we don't watch we on Facebook. And as well thanks to we viewers them on Slick TV and we listeners them on Choice FM. Plenty thank you to me producers, Theresa Vandy and Dictionary. And plenty thank you as well to the guys at Slick TV. A special thanks, of course, to the big man himself, the man behind the mixing chamber, DJ Wonder. Now, no forget, say we Epic Carnival they come on the 16th of December. It's gonna be epic. Of course, it's the Epic All-Team Mix Carnival. I get for Dede, DJ Wonder get for Dede, Manager Jawad get for Dede, and of course, everybody at Slick TV and Epic Radio get for the day. It's something you do not want to miss. It's a rap battle, of course, me and DJ Wonder. But DJ Wonder don't come for Give Me Small Thing this morning, say, LEONE do the rap battle. But I'm still considering, though. Don't miss out on the Epic Carnival. Keep it locked to Epic Radio because all through the weekend we get boku things them when they come to you. There is the Oldies Corner and, of course, several other programs them we get for come to you. Cupcake Affairs and Girls Talk. All of these ones we get on the line for you. So keep it locked to Epic Radio. Till next week. My name is James Fortune.
In a world